Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are in The Sims 4 and we are building a suburban family home in Mount Komorebi. This is actually the first build that I've completed in this world, despite the pack being out since the back end of last year. I ended up going with more of a mix between Japanese and Scandinavian furnishing style. The bones of the building, so to speak, are very Japanese and traditional, but a lot of the decor is very Scandinavian, and I really enjoy how that all came out. I created this custom entry gate thing by using the columns from Sumi Escape, then some roof awnings and the roof ridge pieces from the pack 2 to fill in the gaps in between the awnings. You can do this without the tool mod, but I used it here just so I could raise all the pieces together and so I could duplicate them. It made the whole process a lot faster than it would have been otherwise. That being said though, I really like how it came out and I think it ties together the facade of the build really well. we're moving on to the interior of the build, and there's a surprising amount of stuff that goes into this thing despite it only being on a 20 by 15 lot. I decided to create an open concept living and dining space and to use a regular dining table rather than a kotatsu table. However, there is a kotatsu table out on the deck, so I did still include this one in this build. Overall, I think this room comes out looking very bright and airy and Scandinavian, while still retaining that more cozy traditional Japanese feel, which I'm really pleased about. Now we're working on the entryway of the build. I did include the sunken entry area that is quite common in Japanese home, and then I just have a small seating area directly opposite the front door. To the right of the front door, I also had this awkward little 3x3 space, so I divided it off somewhat and created a home office. The sim I had in mind for this is a fashion designer, so I include that career item which can be found in the base game, and I think overall this is the most Scandinavian area of the house. I think this happened because the sim I imagined for this, I thought that they grew up maybe in Windenburg on a very Scandinavian farm, so this is like their little slice of home here in Mount Komorebi, their space to work, so they wanted to reflect their personality. to the living room, which is definitely the most cramped room in the house, but I think that just makes it extra cosy. I use the sectional sofas and the modular furniture from the Dream Home Decorator pack to create a very built-in, purposeful look, and I love how cosy yet spacious this comes out looking. And I think the light colour of the sofas and the big windows really help with that. Honestly, I would love to hang out in this room and watch TV or play games on a console. It would be so relaxing. This kids room here, I think it ends up being my favourite room in the house. It's just so bright and cosy and comfy. And I think it's grown up, but it's still childish enough to know that a kid of maybe 9 or 10 years old lives in this room. I wasn't sure how the colour of the tatami mats would work. I've never used them before, but I think it comes out looking decent and they actually complement the other colours I used in the room really well. Also, side note, but I am so jealous of this child's view. They definitely have the best view in the whole house. This toddler room also comes out really cute. It's very bright and colourful and happy, which I think is everything a toddler room should be. This colour scheme was mostly inspired by that swatch of the Eco Lifestyle bed, which by the way is one of my all-time favourite beds in the whole game. I would have killed for a bed like that when I was a kid. But yeah, I love how this room came out too, and I think it fits the overall house really well, while still being colourful and unique. The final thing we have to do on the interior of this house is the master bedroom, and honestly I think I struggled with this room the most. I couldn't really decide on what layout I wanted, and I sat and stared at the screen for so long before I started recording. Honestly, I'm still not 100% sure on it. I think it's mostly because there's just a lot of doors in this room. They've got the actual bedroom door, the one for the walk-in closet, and then the one for the balcony, which I think really threw me off. Normally I'm used to working with one single tile door as an entrance to the bedroom, maybe another if there's an ensuite, but these two extra double doors were just really throwing me for a loop. I think that using the snowy escape door for the closet really helps though, because it's more like an art piece rather than a door. We're decorating this very small back garden. I really didn't have a lot of room to work with here, but I think I managed to cram a fair amount of stuff in. And my favourite part is definitely the kids' tent under the cherry blossom tree. It's just so pretty and I would love to have that as a kid. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and a comment always makes my day. If you would like to join my Discord server, the link will be in the description, and you can also follow me on Twitch to watch me build live. I will also link my Instagram and my Twitter down below, so you can follow me and talk to me there. I'd love to see you. See you next time. Bye!